weekend, former Penn State football coach Jerry Sandusky, he was arrested. He was charged with sexually assaulting 8 children, although sources are telling Fox 29 that number could actually be a lot closer to 20. Well, then it became a situation of who knew what and when they knew it. A graduate student we know reported an incident to Coach Paterno, who then told his bosses. Well, the grand jury that charged Sandusky also charged former athletic director Tim Curley and senior vice president Gary Schultz with not reporting what they knew about these alleged assaults, and then, of course, lying to investigators about it. The investigation took place while Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett was serving as Attorney General. Fox 29's Dave Kinchen spoke to Governor Corbett today. He is joining us live from State College. Dave?
And Carrie, many people wonder why the governor had been so quiet, considering his previous role as Attorney General, considering that he's an ex officio member of the Penn State Board of Trustees. We were the only Philadelphia television station to catch up with him near Harrisburg and ask him the hard questions. We followed Governor Tom Corbett from a bill signing with tough questions on the Jerry Sandusky sex scandal. Can you just go into, again, your thoughts on the moral aspects of this? I'm
not going to go into anything further than what we did there.
What do you want to say to the victims' families?
We will talk to them.
I also asked about a potential federal investigation.
I'm not going to answer any more questions.
The governor did not get specific, but did say university officials should have done more to prevent the alleged abuse.
He who preys on a child is the worst type of person in the world, as far as I'm concerned. That's why I have urged the board to deal with this quickly and swiftly.
Well, the governor was quick to move on to another scheduled meeting. We understand he will be here in Happy Valley tomorrow. We do not understand the details of meetings there, but we understand he will be meeting, of course, with the Board of Trustees on Friday. There are still many more questions that we have for him and many more questions to sort out as this whole matter continues to unfold. Live in Happy Valley, Dave Kinchen, Fox 29 News.
Now, police at Penn State, they are prepared for the worst tonight, as we mentioned, in the wake of these announcements by the Board of Trustees. Fox 29's Dave Kinchen, live in University Park right now. Dave?
Carrie, lots going on here. So much of a shakeup, not only in the head coach position, but the president of the university, Graham Spanier, is out. Rodney Erickson, the provost, will be the acting president here. This is something that we got the feeling yesterday something big was happening. Graham Spanier ordered that Coach Paterno's press conference be canceled. That's a basic press conference where coaches talk about the next football game. If he can't talk then, many said his capacity to lead has been questioned and compromised at that point. So we knew something big was happening. Today, of course, Spanier's gone, and now Paterno's gone. At first, earlier, reports came out that Paterno would retire after this season, but now it's not going to be the case. Of course, with Tom Bradley being the interim coach, he's one of the was one of Paterno's staffers. But I can tell you the board has been really working on this all day. It started out with one board member telling me there was no meeting. Then we heard of a teleconference that happened last night, and we also heard of a teleconference happening tonight. So I asked a board member directly, I said, will you be going to a meeting or at least a teleconference? I'm not at liberty to say, he tells me, which tells me, of course, something's going on. And then reports of a meeting starting at 7:30, and one board member leaving his home way outside of the state, announcing he's coming to Penn State. The governor will be here tomorrow. So there's a lot that's going on here, folks. And there's no doubt that board members were really scrambling here. They were standing behind statements, but not going on record. Board members would talk to you maybe for 3 minutes at that and then hang up the phone. And that's totally different now because they're all gathered here. There are police inside this building. There are police all over campus, and people really worried that because of all the emotions, that things could get out of hand. So the security's working to make sure that doesn't happen. Lots still more questions. We will continue to follow that. Reporting live in State College, Dave Kinchen, Fox 29 News.
We're finally hearing today from fired coach Joe Paterno's family. Fox 29's Dave Kinchen streaming live outside the Paterno home in State College. And I know you've been out there all day. Dave, you're the only reporter that got a comment tonight.
That's right. We've been out here all day really working the scene, trying to get answers from the family. We talked tonight with Jay Paterno. He is, of course, the son of Joe Paterno and the quarterback's coach. To make sure everybody still understands this, he is still working for the team, working with the university, even though his dad is not. We asked him about those reports of his dad lawyering up. Hi, Jay, right?
Yes.
We just wanted to see if there was any comment on anything additional. We're hearing reports of an attorney hired, and we just wanted to...
An attorney hired?
That's what we're hearing.
Oh, I don't know. You got me.
You can't comment on an attorney being hired for your
No,
dad?
I'm not commenting anything, so.
Is he doing all right? I mean, how's he doing?
I get it off.
Okay. Joe Paterno's son, Jay, is not commenting on reports of an attorney being hired for his dad or his dad's emotional state, but students and fans are letting it rip as they drop off gifts and denounce Paterno's firing.
I really don't think I should put that on the news, how I'm feeling right now, but it's not fair. He deserves better.
What did you leave for, Coach? Can you tell us?
Flowers.
Yeah, we made a thing of flowers, and we just wanted to show our support.
Shouldn't have been dismissed over a phone call.
Yeah.
And he deserves better than that because he did enough for our university that he deserved more than a phone call.
He's more than just a football coach to us. He's everything that Penn State is. And it's not fair.
It'll be the first time in 62 years the Nittany Lions will take the field without Joe Paterno. We don't know when we'll hear from Joe Paterno again. He has hired an attorney who has advised him not to talk. So what's next? Fox 29's Dave Kinchen is live outside Joe Paterno's house in State College tonight. Dave.
Thomas, what's next? That is the big question indeed. Now, with the big game tomorrow, many fans and students are hoping that they might even see Joe Pa out there. We understand from the university president, the interim president now, that Joe Pa would be welcome to attend, and we wanted to see if that would happen. So tonight we tried to get that answered. No answer from the Joe Paterno household about 48 hours since we last heard from the legendary former Penn State head coach. Though he did come to the door to greet visitors, he did not talk to us. We did get an idea of how he's doing from some former players who came back to say thanks.
As a head coach here, and he's, obviously very remorseful for a lot of things that have happened.
Former wide receiver O.J. McDuffie admitted Joe Pa should take some heat over the scandal, but had choice words for former coach Jerry Sandusky, the man now accused of sexually abusing young boys.
He's a predator, he's a monster, and he'll get what he deserves when the time comes if all things are true.
From former players to current students and fans. Many came to his house to show they care, with feelings still raw.
I don't think that the way that he got notified, I just think it's terrible, and we came here to see if maybe he'd come outside, and we wanted to say that we support him and everything.
He's done so much for the university. We wouldn't be where we are today at this university without him, and it's unfortunate all the stuff that happened, but we just want to show our support for him.
Those students very emotional, and undoubtedly the players and everybody at the game tomorrow will be emotional. Now, here's what we really understand could happen, in fact will happen, when the players finish the game tomorrow. They will take a game ball and march from Beaver Stadium here to Joe Pa's house and give it to him as a gift and as a way of saying thank you for all his service. Live tonight in State College, Dave Kinchen, Fox 29 News.